Today I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this camping / emergency light from UV LED. And everything comes in this little tube right here, including these instructions, but there is nothing in English whatsoever. So you can just throw those away if you only speak English. So, but it's okay because this light is simple and easy to figure out without those instructions. Okay, so let's take a look at what comes in here. You've got this USB charging cable. That's right, this light is rechargeable. One of my favorite things about it. And here is the light itself. Now it comes with these two separate cords, so you can hang like this, you can hang like this, you can hang off of both. And that's always a pretty nice thing. In addition to hanging or hanging off of something, because it's light and portable and you can take elsewhere. Also, on the back here behind the light is a magnet. So, metal trash can. Right? So if you've got anything magnetized, you can put the light right on there. You could put this on your refrigerator if your electricity was out or something and have a lamp light. Okay, so love that. Also, what you have with this, you've got the whole light is completely rechargeable. You just plug in your little plug right there, which is so perfect about this. And you've got your power button. This is the button that you use for everything. One simple button to click through. You have a floodlight as well as a flashlight. Okay, so here is your flashlight. You have several different settings there. You've got the first, second, third, fourth is a flashing SOS, and then the fifth does like an intermittent flashing. And then you press it a sixth time and it goes off. Now you also have a floodlight. There's no separate switch for that. So in order to get through there, you click through all of the flashlight settings and then onto this one. So there was 1, 2, 3 different brightnesses there. So if you just leave it right there, the next time you turn it on, it will be the floodlight. Okay. So if you want to change between floodlight and flashlight, you need to click through quickly. Actually, that didn't work that time. And then it will go on to the other light. So it's nice that you can carry this around and use it as a flashlight when you're camping and then be able to put it in your tent and set it up as your lamp light. This is also nice if your power is out or you're just using it for emergency purposes, that you can switch between using it as a flashlight or hanging it up and having some stable light. So I just think that's really cool that you've got this floodlight lamp as well as a flashlight. If you've got anything magnetized, you can mount this on a wall and keep it on all the time or use as like any kind of light in your room. So it can stand up like this. It can hang. It can go on anything magnetic. So it's pretty cool. So let's talk a little bit about life on this one. I'm not positive how long it takes to fully charge. That's something I did not time. But as far as use goes, on the first floodlight, okay, so this first brightness here, you have 200 hours of use time. If it's only being used, your battery's only being used on that light. If you turn it up to the second light, it's 10 hours of use. And then the third light, you get 6 hours of use. Obviously, the more brightness that comes off, the less use, and that use is significant to go from 6 hours to 200. And then for the flashlight, okay, so the first one's 200 hours. The second one right here is 10 hours. The third one is 6 hours. The fourth flashing SOS light is 9 hours. So you got a little bit more than the third light because you've got some time that it's off. And then when you go to the fifth, where it blinks and then goes off, blinks and then goes off, you get a bright light, but it lasts like 21 hours because of all that off time in between. So that's been your closer look. It's really portable. It's also pretty durable and strong. Feels like it's made pretty well. And it's just kind of a nice mix between a lamp light and a flashlight. So this is awesome for camping that you can use this as your flashlight and then set it as a lamp and put it up. But it's so super small that you can throw into a bag. You can use it around your house when your power's out. It's great. So I grew up I had a grandpa that he was so big. Everybody needs to be prepared with flashlights, and we lived places with huge trees that would go out when we had thunderstorms. And so anytime you had to be prepared with your flashlight because there would be frequent power outages during storms, and he had big cases of batteries and flashlights. Lucky for us, we can do kind of similar things that we're prepared with extra things, but with small lights that are both lamps and flashlights. We've got power banks in the event that we can't recharge everything, and all of these are rechargeable, so we don't need cases and cases of batteries. So I love that technology and devices like this are making it simple and smart for us that we can recharge, and then you also have the option here, if you can charge with the USB port, that you can recharge with any kind of power bank that has that kind of plug as well. So that's been your closer look at this emergency light. I really, really like it, and this is definitely going to get a lot of use for me in a lot of different scenarios. And so it's convenient. You can tie on to a lot of things. You can hang it. You can put it on anything magnetic. It's a cool little light. And that's been your closer look.